Hello, greeting to all. My name is Meliana Pomin. Hope everyone is fine during this pandemic. Today we will present about the development proposal and let my group members introduce themselves first.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Syaza Adlina binti Suhairi.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Minha bin Azhar.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izzuddin bin Zainal Abidin.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuna Jua binti Roslan.
My name is Nurdini Ilya binti Muhammad Yaakob.
Is Nurdini Ilya binti Muhammad Yaakob. Today I would like to talk about development concept and justification. The development of our residential is a mix of a city garden and tropical concept in a 5 acres area. The garden city contains area of residential, industrial and agriculture, meanwhile cubic, botanical and vision synthetic of modern cityscape and lush nature. It is heavily influenced by the green surrounding of its location, especially Bukit Gasing and Taman Rimba, which is surrounded by 200 acres of forest reserve. This is the true urban green living.
Okay, so tropical garden city concept is modern with a hint of green vibe to create a relaxing with full of fresh plant, air and trees to give a comfort and balance for physical and mental health. Our development applies the pandemic resilient concept, which is a good for a new development to prioritize a lot of free space, and the reason we choose this concept is to keep the environment of healthy state where everybody can full utilize the facility that our development provide to keep the healthy lifestyle as well as give the exclusive terms. Okay, so the implementation in our development concept in terms of social, we want to create a local activities among the neighborhood with balance and harmony society in our development. And for environment, we provide the affordable housing area and using creativity element in the infrastructure as well as providing functional public facility and amenities for residents. And for the economic, we create our development in order to attract tourists by providing vacations home for foreigners with held local activities.
Hi, my name is Meliana Pomin. I am the group leader and my group are using my land which is located at Ranau, Sabah. We are glad to complete this report during this pandemic. So, our subject property is located at lot number 1436, State Sabah, District Ranau, area Kilimu. The size of this land is about 5.02 acres and this subject property is for residential purpose. Next is the location of the subject property. The subject property takes 4 km from Pekan Ranau, approximately 8 minutes using the fastest road. There is only one road. And this is the site plan of lot number 1463 from JTUWMA, or it is Earth Info Senjuan Berhad built to find our land for specific site lot. For example, to track our land, refer to the land title in Sabah. To be clear, this app is just for Sabah land because that's the only method that can be used during this pandemic to find the site plan of our subject property. It is because it is during MCO we can go through the road. So we only use JTUWMA. So the subject property is exactly behind the Petronas of Ranau. It's actually a very beautiful place, environment and that I have been seen in my life. The environment is full of groves, village, mountain. It's really satisfied and relieved to go there. While it's have a good surrounding area, everything is easy to find. Just go to the Pekan Ranau because it is a newly developing city. Next, for the particular of land ownership and restriction. The lot number is 1436, title number 063011496, state at Sabah District, Ranau area at Kilimu, and the lot area is 5.02 acres and it is the tenure is freehold, category of land use is agriculture, standard sheet number 114, certified plan number 15411. This land described above is freehold by the freehold by the proprietor at the time of its name referred in the proprietor records below. The subject of provision of the National Land Code to the categories mentioned above and to the real terms and restriction of interest state below in the consideration of the appropriate annual tax payment. That's all from me. Thank you.
Description of land. There are 6 descriptions, which is first, physical environment. For this subject, land of development is a vacant land near petrol pumps. Beside, there are a common facility near, which is surau, restaurant, convenience store, and school. Next is topography. When we make our inspection through Google True, and one of our group member, which is Maliana Pomin, goes to see the subject land and make an inspection, we can see that the land is flat and there is a river and forest crowd. Third is landscape. The landscape is made up of features that can be seen across the large area of land, which is river, tree, and plants. Next is geology. For the subject land, there is a habitat in lake, which is fish, crab, and each. And next is contour. As for this land subject, there are no hills because it is a flat land. Lastly is water bodies. In this subject land, there was a lake in the land area. The lake is the type water bodies in this subject land, which is the large bodies of usually fresh water. This is a non-moving fresh water. It's a combination of river and stream. That's it for description of land.
Land use analysis is to determine on how much planned houses and facilities can be erected on the land with the available land of 5 acres. Prepare a land of use planning before carry out the development. Work can make the work is easier and properly where there is no many problem will be happen or arise during the development work carried out. For our housing area, there are 3.514 acre or 153,069.84 square feet that allocate for our housing development. So for the housing development in our residential, we are planning to build up 3 types of houses, which is double-story terrace house, double-story and single-story semi-detached house. We are planning to build up around 93 type unit of houses for these 3 type of house, where 33 unit for double-story terrace house, 25 unit single-story semi-D, and 35 unit for double-story semi-D. We have managed to use 100% of the 70% of the land that has been allocated for our housing development. For facilities and open space, there are 1.506 acres or 65601.36 is measure of square feet allocated. There is 9 facilities provided in this residential. We are able to fix all this in our residential development and use 100% of 30% open space, and we have utilized 5.0. Before proceeding with the proposed development layout, an instrument called planning standard layout need to be followed first, where it is to ensure the uniformity in preparing layout design, building size, and utilities they provide for every development area. This type of development planning standard will refer to the types of development, and different development will represent different types of planning standard. There are also another use of this planning standard, where it is to control the physical development and planning basic needs for every development. Since our development land was developed in Sabah and we could not find any planning standard for the area, so we are referring to the basics to planning standard. And this is our planning standard of residential development and build up in our residential development area.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nuna Joamdi Roslan for class A P154J. We would like to discuss about the zoning requirements And the road reserve zoning laws typically specify the areas in which residential, industrial, recreational or commercial activity may take place. The size of the land is about 5.02 acres and this subject property is for residential purposes. Density for land area that is 70% from 5-acre land will be used as a housing area and the extra 30% will be for the other facilities or open spaces. 70% which equal to 3.514 acres will be used for this type of houses: double-story terrace house, single-story semi-detached house and double-story semi-detached house. For the extra 30% which equal to 1.506 acres will be used for malls, banks, supermarket, park and more.
For the first road is arterial road, which is a continuous road with partial access control for through traffic within urban areas. Standard double lane width is between 7.0 meters and below 10.5 meters. Next is crossing design, which is range from raised speed table, style crosswalk to informal crossing, and typical width is 3 meter to 5 meter on arterial.
Other than that, additional road variation from the preferred cross-section may be permitted, along with unique and custom design roads. Shared access lane is a variation of the access lane as it provides a single wide lane that accommodates both directions of travel. Its width is a maximum of 5.5 meters and minimum of 2.7 meters. Next is a private road 2 lane from the entrance in the residential area, where it must get through security booth first, and minimum width is 7 meters. Pedestrian road is a must since it is built in residential area. It is more justified at the community development area that result in pedestrian concentration near or along the highways. It should be provided along both sides of road but need to be provided on at least one side of local roads. Pedestrian crossing, it is located at junction and mid-block to provide a high quality pedestrian environment and ensure their safety. Area 150 meters for residential area and 200 meters for industrial area. Roundabout wheel must be between 100 feet to 200 feet in diameter. A single lane roundabout is both most efficient and the safest, designed to handle a steady flow of traffic at a 3 or 4 intersection with one lane entering per direction. For the last type of road is junction. Junction are intersection of roads where all road users share the space. It is important to maintain the suitable spacing between road and junction because it will determine the efficiency and avoid vehicle delay. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Shaza Adlina binti Suhairi and now we are moving on for the topic types and number of property, infrastructure provided and also for the proposed model layout. Okay, so according to the planning standards, there is only 70% of the land total is used to build up all residential units for the development, which we propose a residential such as medium cost double-story terrace house, medium cost single-story semi-detached house, and the last one is medium cost double-story semi-detached house. And then for the proposed infrastructure, we build mosque, church, park, playground, substation, hall, security booth, bank, supermarket, and also police station. And for your information, for the supermarket, there is the facilities such as McDonald's, coffee shop, clinic, healthcare, and more. And then for the last part, it is known as our proposed model layout. So our proposed model layout is known as Rimbayu Residence. So Rimbayu Residence is located in Ranau, Sabah with the area of 5.02 acre. So from the picture, you can see there is residential and our facilities. So our residential, we got inspired by the honeycomb concept. And for the facilities, there is hall, police station, security booth and park, which we located in the middle of the development area as an important facilities to reach by the residents. And there is also church, mosque, playgrounds, and the bank and supermarket around of the development area. For our security booth, we also will place it in the entry and the exit of the residential as an act of safety, and along with the gate and walls, height fence and walls around the development area. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so for the conclusion is the concept that we use in the housing development can provide an advantage in the area to increase the value and attraction. This concept is also used to maintain residential area that use a green environment in development. This is to reduce the pollution in developing a housing project in the future. So the lesson that we learned in this report, our group was able to learn on how development in housing sector to develop. We can also find reference sources in terms of calculating the cost of developing a city. Through this task, we can state the detail found on the one piece of land before the construction process is done, and at the same time, we are able to plan the position of the building as well as the facilities needed to be provided.